Berlin WTA 500 quarterfinal matchup. The winner of this match will be only one win away from the championship here in Berlin. Repeat of the French Open quarterfinal. Ons, the best shot maker in the world, and Coco Gauff. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the last time these two played, Ons stormed out to a one-set lead. That's right, 6-4. She took the first set from Coco. Today, she had several opportunities to take this first set as well. But I want to point out how well Coco played on the forehand side. Ons attacked the forehand, it seemed like every rally, just pinning Coco deep in the corners. But the forehand for Coco was just on fire today. Now, I talked about early last year when Ribas came on, Coco started, and in my opinion, from watching her play, she started to really just slow down the miles per hour on the forehand, and she was playing defensive with it, right? Just keeping the ball in play, waiting to just set up her backhand or waiting for the perfect opportunity to hit a winner. Now, this tournament in Berlin, and even going back to the French Open, I would say at the French Open, just with the ability to slide into the forehand, being on the easier surface, the slippier surface, it looked like Coco was just feeling comfortable with the forehand. But in Berlin, this tournament, after taking out Ekaterina, who's got one of the fastest forehands on tour, being able to go toe-to-toe with her and match that miles per hour, and today taking on the best shot maker in the world, to see Coco return the forehand without issue when Ons repeatedly attacked it and tried to pin her in the corner defensively, this was an amazing performance today from Coco Gauff, guys. Very amazing performance today. And I want to talk about the serve, because the serve today from Coco was just on fire. It seemed like every time she needed a second serve, it was there in a major way, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Coco would finish this match with 2 aces and 0 double faults. That's right. She got 67% of her first serves in play, and she won nearly 90% of her first serves, 25 out of 29 overall, 64% on the second serve, which is a good number when you factor in how many first serve points she won. So there weren't many opportunities on the second serve, and she got 67% of her first serves in play. All 2 break points that Ons had, she saved them. But Ons did well also. Ons saved 9 opportunities that Coco had to break her here in the first set. That's right, guys. No breaks. We would go to a first set tie break, and Coco would not disappoint. Going big on the second serve. But I want to talk about how grass is with the drop shots, right? Drop shots are very dangerous on grass. This is why Ons does so well on grass. She's got literally an 80% win percentage on grass for her career. She's a great grass player. And Coco being the best defender statistically the last 2 seasons, I want you to take a look at how tough it is to return drop shots on grass. Whoa. Look at Coco here. Beautiful crowd. It doesn't have that high extended bounce. It just, once it bounces, it just angles and drops. But nonetheless, Coco would come through and win the first set. And look, again, I'm concerned with Ons and the injury, but what about Sabalenka, guys? Anna Kalinskaya took the first set. She was up 5-1 before Sabalenka retired. And Vika yesterday, up 3-1, up a break against Elena Rybakina before she would retire. I'm not sure what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. We do have Pegula and Katerina. That's coming up next. Pegula, we're in the third set there. Pegula's up a break, serving. All she has to do is hold serve. She's going to win that match. We have Alicia Parks coming up as well, ladies and gentlemen. Putintseva takes out Elizabeth in Birmingham. That was a good match. Victoria Tomova takes out Taylor Townsend in Bad Homburg. Diane Perry takes out Julia Niemeyer in 3. Jacqueline Christian takes out Stukuzek in straight sets. Lin Zhu, that was canceled. She was supposed to take out Uchima, so that's not going to happen. But, ladies and gentlemen, Ons, let's wish her a speedy recovery. I don't think it's a physical injury. I just think she's just feeling under the weather. So hopefully, just some rest and fluids will help reduce her temperature and get her back to normal. Now, Coco Gauff, let's take a look at this draw, guys. Now, I told you guys I think she's going to win this tournament. Why? It's simple. I mean, we all know the only player on tour she struggled with is Iga, right? Stylistically, it's a bad matchup. You take Iga out of these draws. I mean, Coco's the number 2 player in the world. We all know that. But if you take Iga out of these draws, I mean, who's going to really challenge Coco? There's no one. Like, are we finally starting to realize that? How good Coco is? Remove Iga from these draws. She's played Ons 8 times and beat her 6. Okay. She's played what, Sabalenka 7 times and beat her 4. She played Rebecca once, beat her once. I mean, Garcia. I mean, Zachary used to be just big and strong. She's slimmed down a bit. Those earlier matchup when Coco came on tour and Zachary was just big and strong, she was overpowering Coco, right? Uh, I think that's a head-to-head that's changed. Pegula is solid. And I say this all the time about Pegula. She does everything really, really good. She's an amazing player. I don't know if she has her form, and going 3 with Katarina might be tough. Let's say Pegula comes through that matchup. She's going to take on Coco next. I like Coco to beat Pegula. In the bottom half of the draw, we have Anna Kalinskaya and Azarenka. They're 2 good friends. They know each other's game. I would probably lean towards Vika winning that matchup. Vika and Coco in the final, or Coco and a Kalinskaya in the final. I think Coco beats either one of them, guys. Coco's going to win Berlin. Tennis in a minute. Get your popcorn, folks. We are headed to the semifinals. Who will it be, Pegula or Katarina? Coco comes through playing amazing defense, dominating with the forehand, big serve, winning nearly 90% of her first serves. It just seemed like Ons didn't have an answer for Coco today, right? Even though she was feeling under the weather, she did look good, but it just seemed like Coco was just in control the entire time. She had 9 opportunities to break Ons, and even though Ons saved all of them, it just seemed like Coco was in control. Tennis in a minute.